The opposition is this evening taking issue with the Jamaica Labour Party's latest response to the matter surrounding Westmoreland Central MP George Wright. Opposition spokesman on gender affairs Donna Motley says she was expecting to hear about his resignation. Today, the JLP said Mr. Wright will now become an independent MP. Vashon Brown has been tracking this story.
George Wright, the Central Westmoreland MP who's been facing the heat. Last night, the JLP Parliamentary Caucus met to discuss assault allegations against him. Today, the Jamaica Labour Party released a statement saying Mr. Wright will withdraw from the government Parliamentary Caucus in light of unresolved allegations circulating in the public domain. This, the JLP says, means that Mr. Wright's status in Parliament would be that of an independent member. The statement says the government caucus also discussed the issue of Mr. Wright's attendance in Parliament and concluded that he should also be encouraged to apply to the Speaker for leave of absence from sittings of the House of Representatives until the allegations in the public domain are resolved. Opposition spokesperson on gender affairs Donna Motley says the statement from the JLP is contradictory.
If they say they have to go through internal processes to determine his fate as a member of the Jamaica Labour Party, how then can they determine that he cannot be part of the parliamentary caucus? He would have had to go, if what they're saying is really what they mean, he would have had to go through that due process before being asked to remove himself from the parliamentary caucus.
Attorney at law Clyde Williams describes the latest developments as a game of smoke and mirrors. He challenges the point that Mr. Wright will now be an independent MP.
Most importantly, remains a member of the Jamaica Labour Party. You cannot be a member of the Jamaica Labour Party having been nominated by them, run on their platform, and because you withdraw from their caucus, you become an independent. That is not so. You only become an independent if the JLP then expels you from the party and you remain in the parliament.
The JLP statement said consequent on Mr. Wright's independent status in Parliament, the party's General Secretary Dr. Horace Chang advised that the requisite organs of the party would promptly meet to discuss the matter of his membership in the JLP within the rules of the party and to determine next steps. As for Mr. Wright's possible leave of absence from parliamentary sittings,
well, we all will watch the Speaker to see what she will do because she has to approve his leave. And it seems to me he has to provide some reason why he wants leave of absence. So and given what is going on, like good reason he could advance that the Speaker could be persuaded to give him leave of absence in the circumstances. So all eyes are now on the Speaker to see whether she'll approve his leave.
In the meantime, Mrs. Motley called for Mr. Wright's resignation on Monday, so she was expecting more from the JLP statement.
I anticipated that he would be asked to resign. This is a period where just 3 weeks ago, the Parliament was bemoaning the violence which had been meted out against women. They were very condemnatory.
The JLP General Secretary says Mr. Wright had not shared any information regarding the video circulating in the public domain, but had acknowledged that allegations made against him were of a serious nature and were causing grave concerns for his role as a parliamentary representative and inconsistent with the principles, policies and positions of the government and party. Vashon Brown, TVJ News.